All right, good evening. This is Luke Thomas, QuakePrediction.com here at the Earthquake channel. And it is around midnight, just after December 18th, Friday, December 18th. And we're going to look at the quakes that hit during the last 24 hours, and then we're going to look at some of the forecast. First of all, we had this 3.6 that hit in southern Albania, exactly as our forecast was for the Greece forecast. And then in southern Japan, we look over here in southern Japan, and you can see we had a couple of quakes. This quake here and the one below it there were both 4.8 and 4.9, right in the Shizuoka area that we had mentioned in our last forecast, and Izu. This forecast was in, this quake here was in Izu, and these two were in our Shizuoka area that we had forecasted. And then up in Alaska, we had forecasted a quake near Kodiak. And you can see this quake here, this 5.0 earthquake that hit in just south of Kodiak Island. And we're still waiting on, you get a couple of quakes here that have hit. Still waiting on a more significant earthquake near Kodiak Island during the next 12-24 hours. All right, let's go over to the forecast map, and we're going to click on the Los Angeles forecast. And you can see here in the southern portion of California, looking for a strong earthquake near the Salton Sea during the next 24 hours to 48 hours, most likely on Sunday, the 20th of December. So looking for a strong earthquake in southern California. There's this other model here too that calls for a quake northwest of Los Angeles. You can see these maps over at QuakePrediction.com. So looking for a strong earthquake in southern California, most likely on Sunday. Okay, let's go over to the Alaska forecast. You can see that area that we're talking about there. That's 95% risk there near Kodiak Island. Expecting a strong earthquake, 6.0 earthquake in the next 12-24 hours in that area. And the forecast continues in the same area on December 18th into the 19th. And so looking for a strong earthquake there. Then on the 19th and the 20th, the risk diminishes in the Kodiak Island area, and then almost all disappears by the 20th into the 21st. So look for a strong earthquake in the next 24 hours southwest of Anchorage, Alaska. In our Chile forecast, still looking for a quake, about a 5.0, just southeast of Antofagasta and northeast of Copiapo. And then the risk diminishes slightly. And then on the 19th and the 20th, northeast of Antofagasta, a 4.5 to 5.0 is possible then. And then on the 20th, 21st, again, very close and south of Antofagasta, another 4.5 to 5.0 is likely then, on the 20th and 21st. In our Italy forecast, we'll click on Bologna, Italy there. The risk is was in the northwest part of Italy, but then on the 19th and the 20th, you can see there down southeast of Catania, we're looking for a 4.5 to 5.0 southeast of Catania and Sicily. And then the risk on the 20th to the 21st diminishes, it goes to northwest Italy. But look for the next 24 hours is a significant quake southeast of Catania, Italy. All right, over in Japan, Tokyo, Japan. Our risk is now down in the southwest portion of Japan, near Kumamoto and Miyazaki and Nagasaki, where a 5.0 is possible down in the south and west portion of Japan. And then on the 19th and the 20th, it moves a little bit farther north, but still in the west and south of Japan. And then kind of quiet on the 20th and the 21st in Japan. But on the 19th into the 20th, looks for a significant earthquake down near Kumamoto and Miyazaki, Japan. In the Philippines forecast, a 4.5 is possible east of Manila there. And then in the northwest portion of the Philippines on the 19th into the 20th. And the 20th to 21st gets kind of quiet, except for the way in the south, there's a 60% chance in the south. But right now we're looking for a significant quake, 4.5 to 5.0, just east of Manila. And we're going to go over to the Athens, Greece forecast. All right, the risk is diminishing across most of Greece. Was east of Crete for a while there, in North Macedonia. And then the 19th and the 20th is kind of quiet, except maybe a 4.0 to 4.5 in the west portion of Greece. And here is the concern right here, is just northwest of Athens, Greece. On the 20th and 21st, we could get a 5.0 earthquake northwest of Athens there. I believe that's the province of Thessaly. So watch for that on the 20th to the 21st here in that 95% risk area. All right, in Central America, click on that. And risk still south of Mexico on this, the 18th, but now we're moving into the 19th. So the risk you can see down near south of Costa Rica and western Panama, 95% risk there for about a 4.5. And then a big area of risk south of Mexico and southwest of Guatemala, where we could get a, in this area here, about a 5.5 earthquake. And then up here in Belize, maybe a 4.5 in that area on the 20th and the 21st in northern Honduras. All right, in the Ecuador forecast, or the Peruvian forecast, it's kind of quiet. You can see there's a 55% risk here in western Ecuador and northwestern Peru, but pretty quiet otherwise. 60% in the far south, and then quiet 45% risk in the western Ecuador on that forecast. And then the 20th and 21st, just a 45% risk here in northwest Peru, and that's about it, pretty quiet. All right, let's go over to Indonesia. Indonesia, the risk is in far northwest Sumatra, and then on the 19th and the 20th, we get a significant 5.0 to 5.5 in northern Sumatra and in northwest Sumatra. And a little quieter on the 20th, 21st, still a 5.0 is possible in the far northwest portion of Sumatra. And then the Taiwan forecast. Again, you could get a significant earthquake in the northern islands of Japan here. 70% risk in northern Taiwan, but a more significant earthquake is possible up in the northern portion of the Japanese islands there next to Kumamoto. And then kind of quiet on the 19th and the 20th, and 20th to 21st, pretty quiet. And the Caribbean forecast, very interesting here. We could still get a significant earthquake from Venezuela to Haiti to the Dominican Republic in this 95% risk area here south of Haiti and Haiti. And then on the 19th and the 18th and the 19th, we have a risk just north of Puerto Rico, where 5.0 is possible there. And more significant, 5.5 is possible east of Puerto Rico in the U.S. Virgin Islands on the 19th into the 20th. Seattle, Washington forecast. You can see there in southern Oregon, a small risk there. And then over here in the central Montana, we could get a 4.0 in that one. And then kind of quiet here, 3.0 is possible in Idaho on the 19th and the 20th. And maybe a 5.0 off the coast of Oregon on the 19th and 20th. And pretty quiet on the 20th, 21st, maybe a 3.0 in southern Idaho on the 20th, 21st. All right, we got one more forecast, and that's the Turkey, Istanbul forecast. And on the 19th here, 5.0 is possible in the northern Syria or eastern Cyprus. And then in eastern Syria and northern Iraq on the 19th and 20th, a 5.0 is possible there, maybe even 5.5. And then a 4.0 is possible in northern Turkey on the 20th to 21st, and a 5.0 is possible in northeast Iraq and northwest Iran on that day. Once again, we look at the California forecast, looking for a strong earthquake in Southern California on the 20th, maybe even before that. This model here calls for a strong earthquake maybe tonight, the 19th into the 20th. However, this model here shows a very strong earthquake on Sunday, December 20th. I hope I was saying that in the last one here. December 19th, and then December 20th. Strong earthquake is likely in Southern California on Sunday, December 20th. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to our videos and go over to quickprediction.com for more details. Have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you so much.